Okay, good afternoon, everyone again. Today, I'm pleased to welcome all of you and other who are late and will be joining us for the webinar. Normally for 1 or 2 hour webinar with Dr. Anita Stalin. The webinar is entitled The Pathway to Operational Excellence. So key steps. Dr. Anita Stalin will be speaking to us about some key steps to kickstart your Lean Six Sigma journey toward operational excellence. Because actually, operational excellence is a major topic or a major term in our business environment nowadays. And every organization, all the organizations, every companies are working to understand these topics, are working to develop skills on how they can implement their project, they can implement their business of excellence project, business excellence strategies, so that they can attain their objectives, their business objectives and their performance objectives. Other companies also don't understand very well those methodologies when we talk about Lean Six Sigma tools. It seems like we are talking about something nobody has heard about. So we are on our way to try to democratize those tools and those topics. So we'll be inviting a series of keynote speakers, series of experts who can explain those topics in a simple way, so that a lot of our attendants can understand them very well and can start their implementation to improve their business practices. It is in this fact that we are starting this first webinar with Dr. Anita Stalin, who will be introducing those steps. The agenda is based typically on the different steps how we can conduct Lean Six Sigma projects. This step will be talking about define your why, strategic alignment and benefits expected. Secure leadership commitment, we'll be talking about the governance and the role of sponsors. When you want to start your journey, your operational journey is a critical step to have the approval of the sponsor and the leadership. We'll be talking about the different role toward operational excellence projects and excellence roles like green belt, yellow belt, and black belt. How we should categorize roles. We talk about how to select the right projects, quick wins versus strategic impact. What can be the criteria? What can be different criteria where we can categorize project and select the best one who fits with that, we are aligned with our vision, our goal, and the goal of the business. We'll be talking about some methodologies, some problem-solving methodologies like DMAIC and DMADV methodologies, when and how to apply them. I'll be talking about data for decision making, indicators, statistical analysis, Kaizen culture, dashboards, and some practical case studies on real-world implementation of Lean Six Sigma methodologies, and she'll conclude with some takeaway, some insight how to identify projects and how to start your journey toward operational excellence. Okay, so Dr. Anita Stalin is a well-known instructor on Lean Six Sigma and operational excellence, and a certified master black belt in the field. So she is a very well profiled, dedicated to conduct this type of topics. So for me, for example, my name is Thierry Zé. I'm an engineer. I'm a certified black belt in Lean Six Sigma, and I'm also the principal consultant and the general manager of Performance Group, who is organizing this webinar today. So I will just be moderating the webinar. So the webinar will be conducted with a first presentation by Dr. Anita Stalin, and after that we will be going through a Q&A, question and answer discussion series to make you understand what she will be talking about. Okay, just let me introduce a little bit in French before we go ahead. Okay. Bonjour à tous et bienvenue encore une fois de plus pour ce webinaire que nous aurons sur les principales étapes pour conduire sa démarche d'excellence opérationnelle à travers les outils Lean Six Sigma. Aujourd'hui, les thématiques d'excellence opérationnelle sont de plus en plus à la mode ou en vogue dans les milieux de l'environnement professionnel. Tout le monde en parle, mais souvent les organisations ne savent pas par où démarrer, par où commencer, sur quoi commencer, quels sont les piliers sur lesquels doivent reposer cette démarche. Et même lorsqu'il s'agit de parler de projets d'amélioration continue comme des projets DMAIC, les organisations ne savent pas toujours comment faire pour pouvoir piloter ces projets, quels outils utiliser, quel projet choisir, quelle méthodologie préconiser parmi d'autres. On va parler des méthodologies DMAIC, on va parler des méthodologies DMADV. Quel est le rôle du leadership? Comment catégoriser les rôles des profils au sein de ces différents projets? Toutes ces questions-là et bien d'autres sont des questions sur lesquelles nous allons essayer de nous appesantir durant ce webinaire de 1 à 2 heures de temps qui sera animé par le coach Dr. Anita Stalin. Le Dr. Anita Stalin, c'est un professionnel aguerri. C'est une professionnelle aguerrie dans le domaine, certifiée Master Black Belt en Lean Six Sigma et coach formatrice sur les différents niveaux qui nous accompagnera également dans cette série de présentations. Donc, je passerai donc la parole à coach Anita Stalin pour qu'elle puisse déjà. La présentation, étant donné que coach Anita Stalin est d'expression anglaise, donc elle fera une présentation en anglais et j'assurerai les synthèses en français autant que possible. Et si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas à mettre vos questions sur le chat et je ferai une synthèse de traduction par rapport au coach pour qu'elle puisse apporter une réponse et vice-versa. J'essaierai de synthétiser sa réponse pour que l'auditeur puisse comprendre. OK. Coach Anita, I've ended my talk, so now you have the floor. I hope you get a little bit French so that you can understand a little bit what I was trying to summarize in French. So now you have the floor for your time to speak for your presentation. And after that, we go for Q&A discussion.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much, Thierry, for the wonderful introduction. We could definitely start with our agenda today, and I hope everybody knows it. So what I'll do is I will have like an introduction of the concepts. I can pause. In case you want to give introduction in French, then just stop me and then you can do it. And again, we can start with the second topic and then you can do a French translation. Is that okay?
Okay, it's okay for me.
Sure, no problem. Hi, everyone. We'll start, and I'm going to go very slow in English so that everybody understands. But in case if you don't worry. We have a translator. We can have that translated in French also. Okay. So I'm going to quickly share the screen because I am a bold person. So the first one that we have is define your strategic alignment and expected benefits, right? Now, what is the strategic alignment and expected benefit? The first thing is when you have a team, any team will have a top management, right? Top team. And then you have the senior management team, and you have the mid-management team. Then you have junior management team, and also the associates. This is how usually any organization have. Now, you could have tall hierarchy or short hierarchy, doesn't matter. What matters is that when you have a top team, the top team will have a vision, right? You have a vision. In the next 5 years, we want to be the #1 choice of our business. In the next 3 years, we want to be the #1 choice of our customers. In the next 10 years, we want to expand our business to all these countries, right? So you have a vision. The senior management team will have a mission that, hey, this is the vision. Let us go towards this. Okay, we have a mission. Now, the planning is done by the mid-management as to how to execute it. And the execution happens here, right? So what is this approach? Now, you will say that some organization has a top-down approach. Some have the bottom-up approach. Now, here I would say, when you have a vision and you want to cascade it to the senior management team, then mission happens and then planning, right? So in this case, it has to be a top-down approach. It should be a top-down approach always, right? And then when your execution happens, the execution should be as per planning, planning as per the mission, and mission towards the vision, right? So then everybody is aligned very well. This approach is known as the bottom-up approach, right? So in any organization, you need both. You cannot say, hey, it just has to be top-down or just has to be bottom-up. So we call it the flipped pyramid, which means that you want this first and then this, right? So then what happens is your mission, vision, planning, execution, everything in sync. That is the first thing. So this is where your strategy comes, and this is where the doers, your PDC, your plan, do, check, act, everything comes like this. So this becomes a crucial combination both together, okay? So that is the first one that you want to do for strategic alignment and benefits, okay? Now, what are the expected benefits? Now, when we say money, right? End of the day, it is all money. So the first thing is everybody must have heard about what is bottom line, right? Bottom line is a finance term, right? They say, hey, bottom line, let us do this. Bottom line, let's get started. Bottom line, I want to do this. Bottom line is net profit always. Whenever you're doing any project, any initiative, everybody wants bottom line, right? That's profit. But you also have a top line. Now, what is a top line? Top line is the revenue that you get from sales. And you have a midline. You have a midline is cost of business, how much we are spending, right? Now, any business will always want profit, which is this. We always want this, right? Now, how can we do this? We can do this by increasing the revenue or by reducing the cost, right? Even better, if you do both, very good. If you do both, it becomes easy for you to get the bottom line up, right? But 99% of the time, it is easy for you to attack this and reduce the cost. And how can you reduce the cost? By reducing the waste, right? And how do you reduce waste? Is by your lean management, right? Your lean helps you to reduce the waste. And when you reduce the waste, you can make it cheaper. And customers want more sales is by quality. So when you improve the quality, how can you improve the quality? With the help of Six Sigma tools, right? So here, your Lean and Six Sigma tools help you with this strategy that this is my vision, mission, planning, execution, and my execution, planning, mission, and vision. So the first one, which is your strategic alignment and expected benefits, go very well with your operational excellence, both hand in hand. Do you all agree with it? Yeah. Would you like to give a translation on this, both?
Go ahead. I'm not sure there is a great need. If there is a great need for translation, are there people who don't understand anything in English? Because there are 8 people. If there is somebody who don't understand anything in English, just mention yourself. Je suppose que tout le monde essaie de comprendre comment elle explique, pour qu'on ne traîne pas trop dans la traduction. S'il y a des gens qui ne comprennent pas vraiment totalement l'anglais, ils peuvent se signaler pour qu'on voit la nécessité. Try to go ahead. I think you are expressing yourself very slowly so that everybody can understand, even if it's not a native English speaker.
Okay, till now, is it okay? Can you all put on the chat box whether you agree with it? Do you understand it? Do you all agree with the strategy? Do you all agree with the benefit? Can you all put on chat?
Okay, do you understand what Dr. Anita Stalin is talking about? Est-ce que vous comprenez? Elle demandait de réagir sur le chat si vous comprenez ce qu'elle explique, qu'est-ce que vous pensez de ça, pour que ce soit un peu plus interactif. Okay, go ahead. Yes. If you have any question, just mention the question on the chat. Okay, for me, this your microphone is closed.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. All right. So I think everybody's fine with it, right? We're going to now talk about the leadership commitment, governance, and role of sponsor. And the same thing goes here. So the sponsor and the champion will have to say that, hey, we want to do a project for our mission and vision. That is very important because only when they tell you it is important, then you can do with the planning and execution and you can do the project, isn't it? So how do you build awareness of green belt and yellow belt and black belt? Okay. Now, what is lean and Six Sigma? We'll talk about that. Okay. Because everybody thinks, hey, what is lean? What is Six Sigma? I don't know. Right. So let's do that first. Let's understand that first. Some people say, hey, I'm here for lean. I'm here for Six Sigma. Some say I'm here for lean Six Sigma. Right. So what does that mean? According to us, it's all same now. Why? Because lean helps you to reduce waste. And Six Sigma helps you to reduce any variation or defects. Okay? Six Sigma helps you to speed up the process. Speed up. Any speed, no waste. Okay? Faster admission, faster Amazon, faster admission, faster recruitment, isn't it? But we also want the quality to be good, right? Quality and accuracy is with Six Sigma, okay? So lean helps you to make the process more efficient and Six Sigma makes the process more effective, okay? So you want the process to be effective and efficient both. Lean is quite flexible, okay? It doesn't have any structured approach, but Six Sigma has a structured approach, which is known as DMAIC, which is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, okay? Now, both are data-driven, but this is not statistical, all right? But this needs statistical analysis. All right, so this is more statistical in nature, right? So this is very important. Let's say there is a fat person, all right? Let's say that we name someone, all right? Let's say it's Popeye, all right? It's a fat person, okay? And he is very fat. He is 200 kilograms versus 90 kilograms, right? What will you first do? You will first say, hey, he has to reduce his waste. How will he reduce his waste? There is a lot of waste in the process, right? So he has a lot of toxins, he has a lot of fats, he has water retention, he has impurities, all these problems in his body. So when he has all this problem in his body, and if you want to put all good things in the body, okay, you're saying, hey, we want to have a good diet. We want good rich protein in his diet. Or we want good fiber. We want rich iron. We want to give him multivitamins. We want to give him extra supplements. Now, when you want to put this in the body, can the body accept it? No, because all this is already there in the body, right? So you put him on a detox plan. In his detox plan, you say he has to fast or he has to reduce, he has to have liquid, he has to have less water, detox plan. So what happens? From the body, you have some impurities that go. So then now you can put this in the body. So what are you doing? You're increasing the good quality in the body, right? So you're reducing toxins and you're increasing good things in the body because you want Popeye to also reduce weight, but you also want him to have good vision, good eyes, good flesh, strong bodies also, right? So if this was your process, if Popeye was your process, you want to remove the toxins first. So this comes first. And then you want to increase the quality of the process. So both go hand in hand. That is why it is a perfect combination to have a Lean and Six Sigma project, Lean Six Sigma training, Lean Six Sigma certification, Lean Six Sigma exam, right? So that is why now it has become Lean and Six Sigma both together, all right? And Lean Six Sigma both helps us to make the process more efficient and also effective. And then it is so much possible for us to increase the sales and also reduce cost at the same time, right? That becomes your strategic importance. So for that, we need teams. Yellow belt is the first stage, then your green belt, and then your black belt, okay? So first, we will have yellow belt, but before that, if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thierry, do you want to ask them or just translate it?
Okay, I will ask a question. At the first, maybe you will come again on that question, but at the first, they were talking about Kaizen or Lean, and after that, Motorola started about Six Sigma. At what time in the literature they start talking about Lean and Six Sigma? They combine the two. And what motivates the fact that they should combine the two? Because at the time of Motorola, they were talking about Six Sigma. At what level they move to Lean Six Sigma, they combine the two?
Yes, very good question. So initially what happened, Lean is also always with Toyota, right? You always remember that Toyota took it to the next level, though Ford was this. And then in Six Sigma, it is Motorola, right? This is how it was. And we all know this, Toyota and Motorola. Now, Toyota and Motorola never worked with each other, right? But this is all that happened in 1950 and everything was going like Lean was happening in their own Toyota and Motorola and Six Sigma were having their own team. So they were all working parallel. They were never working together. Now, early 2000s, that is where, you know, the Allied Service and all of them started doing their DMAIC, defining the problem and all of that. They saw we want to improve it, but there is so much impurities in the process. How can we do this? So much bulge in the process. That is why they said, oh, we want to make the process lean first. Let us remove the waste. Let us remove unwanted things in the process. So it was in the early 2000 where when they were doing the DMAIC, they thought before DMAIC, let us remove waste. So they said, first comes lean, then comes Six Sigma. Okay. Now they said, now what about lean? What can we do in lean? In lean, we can do Kaizen. And what is Kaizen? Kaizen is continuous improvement. So when you have continuous improvement and you do Kai means when you change something or you modify something, right? And Zen means make it good or better, right? But Kaizen is a lean tool, right? Kaizen is a lean tool, and lean is possible with no cost or low cost. It also needs less resources, less time, and also low risk, because after 2000, you see so many things changes rapidly. Technology, everything changes, right? So we all need low risk. So that is why they said, let us do lean every time with Six Sigma. Because with Six Sigma, it was becoming very expensive and it was also time consuming. And Six Sigma is not possible. Six Sigma, you need more budget, right? You need more time. you need more resources. That is why they said, but when we do both together from 2000, it becomes easy for us to have low cost, right? Like a medium cost. So 2000. 2000s is when both merged together and it became Lean Six Sigma. Got it? Does that answer your question?
Okay. Okay, there were a question about the difference between Lean Six Sigma and Lean I mean. Donc, the question was in French, donc I will try to summarize. Donc, la coach Anita a expliqué la différence entre le Lean qui est originaire de chez Toyota et le Six Sigma qui est originaire de chez Motorola. Le Six Sigma, le Lean était centré sur la réduction des gaspillages, donc tout ce qui est gaspillage qu'on appelle les MUDA, la surproduction, le surstockage, surtraitement, et ainsi de suite, les 7 ou les 8 MUDA. Alors que le Six Sigma était centré sur la réduction de la variation des défauts. Donc, la variation pour avoir un niveau de défaut vraiment faible. C'est là où on a parlé, par exemple, des niveaux de 6 sigma, 3,4 défauts par million d'opportunités. Le 6 sigma, c'est une approche structurée, basée sur une méthodologie comme un DMAIC et qui demande également une analyse statistique. Contrairement au 6 All-in, qui n'est pas centré sur une approche statistique. Donc, globalement, mais en combinant les deux, on est le plus efficace parce qu'on fait d'abord le Lean et après, on fait le 6 sigma. Le Lean d'abord pour réduire les gaspillages et on fait le 6 sigma après pour des problèmes beaucoup plus complexes. Je pense que c'est ça la réponse par rapport à cette question. What else? Another question. Go ahead for this time. Dr. Anita?
Oh, yes.
Yes, another question for your opinion. At the time of Toyota, they were talking about TPS, Toyota Production Systems. And actually, with the work, I don't know if you know the Kaizen Institute of Masaki Imai, who have worked a lot on the Kaizen change model, because they are trying to structure a body of knowledge centered on Kaizen, so that Kaizen should be a culture. They're talking about Kaizen culture, so that the Kaizen change model can be an equivalent of the lean management. Because you talk about Kaizen as a tool, you understand? But based on the understanding of the Kaizen Institute, they are talking about Kaizen is more than a tool. Kaizen is a culture. Kaizen is a way of thinking. Kaizen is how to build a culture of improvement. What is your understanding about it? Because there is some misunderstanding on those words.
Sorry, you're talking about Masai Imaki, who said, can you all hear me now? Okay. So we're all talking about, Masayaki Imai, who said Kaizen is everybody's job, isn't it? So was that the question about that? Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Of course.
So he said, so Kaizen is everybody's job. He said Kaizen is everybody's job and everybody has to do it on a daily basis. So he said, how would you know if you are doing something really fruitful? So in that case, he says, the answer is you will have to check, are you making it easier for the customer? Okay. Are you making better for the customer? Are you making faster for the customer? And with all of this, are you making cheaper for the customer? Now, they have also made it safer. Okay. Now, what does it mean? Whenever you're doing Kaizen, and you cannot do a Kaizen just like that. Let's say now Theory has this door. Okay. Theory has this door and Theory wants to do something good because this is, it gives a lot of friction, somebody who's opened the door. So what Theory does is, Theory is trying to smoothen the edges, okay? All these edges, he is smoothing it, and now the door becomes like this. So when the door is like this, it becomes easy for you to open and close, isn't it? So what has Theory done? Theory has done a Kai, and he has done a Zen. which means that he has changed it and this change has become better. But let's say I am a competitor of theory and I also have a door and I want to make something nice with this door. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting this door to two like this. So when I cut this, I get two doors. I'm like, wow, I have two doors. So good. I've done a Kaizen. But is it good? No, it is not good. What theory did is he changed it and the change was better. But I changed it, but the change was not for better. So this is not Kaizen. So Masaaki Imai says that whenever you do a Kaizen, and that Kaizen answer to be, have you made it easier? Have you made it better? Have you made it faster? Have you made it cheaper and better? Then it is a successful Kaizen for you. Otherwise, it is just a change for nothing, right? Now, do we all have Amazon in your country? Do we have Amazon in your country? Which
Yes.
online you have Amazon? Which online platform is good? Which one do you like in your country?
Amazon is also working.
Amazon is good, right? Now we all like Amazon. Why? Because Amazon has made it easier for us to order, right? You just open the phone, you just add whatever you want, and then your address, and it comes to you, right? Amazon has also made it better because if you see all other online shopping where you had to watch the TV and call, hey, I want this product, sometimes it is gone, sometimes it is lost, sometimes you don't get it, but they have made it better, the process better for you. Amazon has also made it faster for you because if you remember 10 years ago, any online shopping would give it to us like in 7 days or 10 days, right? But now you get it in next day, sometimes 2 days, sometimes same day. And Amazon has also made it cheaper than your online, than your actual shop, right? And also Amazon has made it safer, which means you have your card details, everything is right there. Your card details or your personal details are not misused. That is why you like Amazon, right? So you want to make any Kaizen you make, the outcome should be easier, better, faster, cheaper, and also safer. All right. So Masaaki Imai also came up with the SQDC model in the organization for strategy, all right, which is making it safer. Q is for quality, D is for delivery, faster delivery, and C is for cost, making it cheaper, right? So you can also come up with the SQDC model in your organization and try to make your process safer, better quality, DC model from Masaaki Imai. Got it, theory?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what we spoke about, what is strategy and how, different strategic and benefit can work. And then we saw the difference between Lean and Six Sigma and why it has become Six Sigma. And then we understood that how Lean comes first and then comes Six Sigma. And then now we understood what is Kaizen and the SQDC model, okay, from the Six Sigma.
Okay.
Yeah. You may want to ask if they all understand and if they want us to go further.
Let's go further.
Super. So the next one that you're talking about is quick wins and strategic impact. And just like we said, that whenever it is possible, we should all try to go for quick wins, right? So when you do your Six Sigma project, you are here and you want to be here, okay? So you're doing your define, measure, analyze, improve, and control to reach here. Improve. Okay. Now this is a Six Sigma project. You're wasting some time. Define 1 month, measure 1 month, analyze, and boom. There comes something in the market and that has changed your product, changed your process altogether. Then what will happen, right? Everything is going waste. So that is why you can use Lean and Kaizen for quick wins wherever possible, right? You can use your 5S, Poker Yoke, whatever. wherever possible, you can use these quick wins. So which means while you're doing all your project, you're getting better and better and better, even better. Small changes. So even if it is not 100%, at least you're making 60% progress, which is good, isn't it? So the first thing that you will always try to do is quick wins. Okay, and then you also have your fruits. Let's say apple. Okay, some apples are hanging and also on the floor. Okay, so what you will do is first we will try to come up with all this, which is low-hanging fruits. And with low-hanging fruits, you're not wasting a lot of time. You're not wasting a lot of energy, right? So come up with low-hanging fruits. And for this is low cost also and quick win, right? And then you will go for, sorry, this is not low-hanging fruits. This is your quick wins, okay? And then you have your low-hanging fruits, and you could use a Kaizen here. Here, you have your smartest ones where you can use your Six Sigma, right? And here, you can do your DFSS, which is designed for Six Sigma, which is also expensive, but when you want to really do something great, then you can do that, right? And here with Kaizen, which is also your lean. So depending on what it is, you have quick wins, go ahead and do that with your Kaizen, right? Also, you can do lean by reducing waste and reducing cost. And then you can do a Six Sigma and then a DFSS. Got it?
An attendant is asking more explanation about the previous picture, the previous picture before this one.
This one?
No, the previous picture before coming to this picture. You were on another slide.
This one?
A minute.
This picture?
This one is not a picture. Maybe did you explain it well?
I don't understand what they're saying. If you could.
After this one, you move to which one? Yes, maybe this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. More explanation of this one.
Correct. So here this says that your Six Sigma, right? So this explanation is that you should not do only Six Sigma, but also lean and quick wins together, right? So because there is disruptive innovation, right? And what is disruptive innovation? Disruptive innovation means any new thing in the market comes and it makes the current product disruptive, right? So when email came in, it was a disruptive innovation for letters, post office, right? When mobile came in, it was a disruptive innovation for landline, right? So what happens when you're doing something project for landline, but very soon we don't have landline, we have mobile. Got it? Can you explain that to them, Kiwi?
Okay, I think it's understanding French, English. I mean, because it's asking also question. Est-ce que c'est clair l'explication qu'elle a donnée? Try to go ahead on the other slide. I have a question there. Dr. Anita? Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah. So sorry. Yes, sorry about that because I was just getting my speaker up. It's clear. Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
it's clear for him. In the other slide, I have a question there.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. Can you please translate that question? Different.
You have answered already because it's talking about it's okay. It's understand it.
Okay, it's
clear for
already
you.
okay. All right. Okay.
Your other slide, I have a question in the other slide, the other one, after this one.
After
Because,
this one, okay. This one?
Yeah.
What is the question?
Yes. First of all, can we have some example of quick wins, practical example of quick wins, and afterward, see if you can more explain the difference between DMAIC, DMADV. Maybe you will come after on that, or and design for Six Sigma to better understand it. At one time, we can talk about design for Six Sigma, what are the tools inside, something like that.
Of course, yes, we can. So we can also go for a short explanation on what is a DMADV and a DMAIC, and how does that help us?
Yeah.
So if you see this, okay. So you see that these are the simple grounds, all right? So which means small things like there are certain things that people are not coming on time. There are certain things that, there is a variation. Some customers are not getting it. Some customers are getting it. Anything that you feel, oh, I can fix it. There's no problem at all. I can fix it. And every one can fix cross-training, multi-skilled, anything about time, anything which is visible, anything that you know that customers are telling you with the help of VOC, right? Voice of customer. With voice of customer, and you take a survey and people say that the most of the things is we do not like it because it doesn't come on time. We don't like it because your product is always broken. We don't like it because your product is always not able to meet our expectation, right? So those are simple and you just have to standardize, right? So you will have to go ahead and do that. Now, if there are a lot of errors and you don't have a standard process, make an SOP for this. Make a standard process, everybody follows it. Okay. After making a standard process here, you will have to monitor and give feedback. Right? After monitoring and feedback, there are bulk fruits. So what are you doing? You are incentivizing and you're giving them good optimization, right? So which means you could semi-automate, right? And design for Six Sigma is fully automate. Fully automate. When you fully automate, there is no human error. No human error, no rework. No rework means there is no waste of time. So no waste of time means no cost. And that is what every organization wants, isn't it? So this is what we call it the tree, the Six Sigma tree. And if you feel that you're still here, then you're working at 1 to 2 Sigma. This is about 3 Sigma, 3 to 5 Sigma, and this is 5 to 6 Sigma, or even more than that. So you want to know where exactly you are, and then you want to then see whether you are doing SOP, you're doing monitoring feedback, semi-automation or fully automation, what will work for you better. All right, so we have some, it's clear now? Okay, that's good. Do we have any other questions on the chat box about this? Is it clear?
Yeah, about the quick wins. Some example of quick wins.
Quick wins. Oh, yes. Some example of quick wins is...
For example, it's a 5S project. Can it be considered like a quick win?
As quick wins, correct. Correct. Yeah. Is everyone familiar with 5S, or is that something that they don't know?
But maybe you can explain. I don't know the level of everybody, but I think that the 5S is a little bit.
Yeah, that is why I did not cover here, because if everybody doesn't know a 5S, then they will say, oh, what is 5? But there are these 3 basic tools of lean. So the first one is 5S. The second one is Poka-yoke, right? Which is mistake proofing. And the third one is SMED, single minute exchange of dice, right? So when you do a 5S, now 5S comes from Japanese word. Let me show you. Also Japanese and English, but I can show that to you. Maybe we could also have some in French, but Japanese. Oh, too tiny for you. Got it? So this first, what you do is you want to sort everything, right? So you see everything is decluttered. You want to first sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and then sustain, right? What does that mean? It means that when you have a lot of clutter in the process, you're not able to see the visibility. There is no visibility of errors. So if there is no visibility of errors, then we don't have to, there is no visibility of errors, then we do not know where is the waste. So that is why it is so important for us to see the waste as well. Okay. So you will have to remove that first, which is sort, then you set in order, then you keep everything clean, you standardize it, which is making an SOP, and then you sustain it, right? You continue it. That is the first one. Always keeping it clean, always sorting it, right? Poka-yoke is mistake proofing. See to it that there is no mistake happening. What is mistake proofing? Mistake proofing is when you want to enter your office, you have an access card, right? Only the ones who have access card can go to your office. Other people cannot go to access card, right? If you remember the SIM card, do you remember like 20 years ago, we had this SIM card. How was the SIM card? The SIM card was only a small rectangle.
Yeah.
Remember? SIM card was just a small rectangle, right? And how many of us made this mistake? We don't know whether you want to insert it like this or like this. You don't know, right? But now it is so easy for them to do this because they have incorporated just a small cut, right? Just a small cut. And here you see that there is a slit. So this goes here. So if this goes here, it becomes easy for them to insert it. Nobody makes mistake, right? Even a seat belt. The seat belt keeps beeping if you don't put the seat belt, right? So what it is trying to do is mistake proofing, not allow any mistake from happening, right? And the last one, which is SMED, is where you are not aligning. The last one is you're not taking time for any unproductive step, okay? So for example, if you want to, if you are driving, now SMED is a very good example of a F1 car race, right? So if you remember F1 pit stop, if you put that on Google, this car race, this change of tire is unproductive, but very important, right? So change of tire, which is unproductive, but important, you want to see to it that you reduce the time of change as much as possible. So these are the three basic tools. Of course, in your class, in theories class of your Lean Six Sigma, he can explain that in detail, and you know exactly for different industries how we can use all of this. But this is the basic of the Lean tool, all right? And how you can remove the waste, how you can extract the waste from the process. That definitely helps. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me translate it in French because it's a little interesting and important. Je crois que là, je posais la question à Dr. Anita sur les quick wins. Les quick wins, un peu, ce sont les projets il y a ce qu'on appelle par exemple le projet d'amélioration rapide, à résultat rapide. Dans les stratégies Kaizen et Lean, généralement, on demande de mettre en place des projets à résultat rapide. Il y a un problème, on essaie de le fixer. Et je lui ai demandé, est-ce que le projet 5S rentre dans ce cadre d'initiative qu'on appelle les quick wins? Elle est oui, le 5S rentre dans les quick wins. Elle est revenue donc sur 3 outils de base du Lean qu'on appelait le 5S, le Pokayoke, le SMED. Le 5S, c'est vraiment tout ce qui est ordre et rangement. Les Pokayoke, c'est tout ce qui est qu'on appelait encore mistake proof, donc les détrompeurs, les détecteurs anti-erreur. Et elle a expliqué des exemples de détrompeurs avec les systèmes à push, où on essaie, c'est un système où on essaie de manière à ce qu'on ne fasse pas d'erreur, détecte les erreurs. Et le SMED, c'est comment minimiser les temps de changement de série entre une pièce qui est utilisée en maintenance, par exemple. Donc, elle répondait à cette question-là. OK, it's okay, Coach Anita.
All right, perfect. Yeah. Anybody have any questions based on whatever we learned till now?
Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas, des incompréhensions, encore des points qui ne sont pas clairs, n'hésitez pas à les mentionner sur le chat et on va en discuter. Let's go, let's continue.
All right, perfect, perfect. That's good. Now we are going to see what is your DMAIC and DMADV methodology as well, okay? So when you define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, right? So let's say you make an omelet. You all make an omelet, right? So when you make an omelet, let's say you taste it and you are tasting and you say that, oh, the omelet is not very good. So I'm making an omelet sandwich. And in the sandwich, let me add some bread. So not tasty, okay? And then you measure because salt is less, veggies are less, okay? So omelet sandwich, okay? And then you are analyzing the root cause. And after root cause, you feel, okay, I think because there is no enough people, what can we do? So we will have to improve. How can I improve? I want to improve it by adding more veggies, adding more salt. I'll add some spices. I'll add some cheese in it and some sauce. Okay, so I'm improving. After improving, I control other omelet and sandwiches. Okay, which is good. So everybody likes this omelet and everybody likes this DMAIC. All right. Now, another example is the same omelet sandwich, but now I define that it's not tasty and it has bad smell. Okay. If it is not tasty, and if it has bad smell, I'm measuring what is the problem. Now, when I analyze it, it tells me that the eggs were rotten. Now, imagine if the eggs were rotten, do you think we can improve? No. So we cannot improve and control something that is already bad. So when the process is bad, you cannot improve. Now you will have to redesign. You have to redesign by taking another egg, a new process, right? And then you verify. You have to throw the eggs. You cannot improve something which is already bad. So in that case, you have to do a DMADV, which is redesigning or a designing for the first time. Got it? Only when you can improve, then you can do a DMAIC project, right? And for everything.
Coach Anita,
Yes.
can you explain it again? Because just to explain to others, là, elle est en train de présenter déjà un outil qu'on appelle le DMAIC, qui est un outil du Six Sigma pour pouvoir résoudre les problèmes complexes. Maintenant, là, je lui demande de préciser quelque chose qu'elle a dit sur l'étape analysée. But coach, I want you to explain it very well because I want to understand the difference between the DMAIC and the DMAIDV. You understand? Because you move a little fast on this day. Can you come back again? Your microphone is off.
Is it no, because you were explaining, just wanted to is everyone okay with DMAIC
Okay.
and DMADV?
Yes, because when you were talking about analyze rotten eggs, improve, can we improve control? And you say no, and we have to redesign, verify, DMAIDV. I want you to
Correct.
come back again to better explain so that we can capture the difference between DMAIC and DMAIDV.
Correct. Correct.
Right.
Got it? So that is, now again, that is a black belt topic. So when you do your black belt with theory, yes, one user is raising the hand.
Yeah.
What is the question? Yeah.
Yes, what is the question? Yes?
Please, I have one question. It's Maturin.
Okay,
How,
Maturin, go ahead.
at which time you can know that a process is very bad and we cannot improve?
Yeah.
How we can know it?
Very good question. So when you have lot of critical to quality parameters, when critical to parameters are few, then you will be doing a DMAIC. When the critical to parameters that you have to change are many, which means you are getting bad feedback for many characteristics, which is the timing is bad, the quality is bad, the taste is bad, the crispiness is bad. So you have many things that the customers are talking about. Then you have to change the process. But if there is only few things, that it is not hot, it is not spicy, it is not salty, that's it. When you have few CTQs, then you can do a DMAIC, you can improve. But when you have many CTQ, then you have to do a DMADV. Got it? So if you say, hey, this trainer doesn't know French, okay? And this trainer doesn't know Lean, this trainer doesn't know Six Sigma, then you have to change the trainer, right? But let's say you say, oh, this trainer is good with training, the trainer uses good language and everything is good, but I think the only translation is French. So in that case, you don't have to change the trainer. You just need to have an AI to translate it, or you can have a person who can translate it. So that becomes a DMAIC. But if there are many things that is bad about the trainer, just change the trainer, right?
Okay.
Got it? So
Yes, thank you.
perfect. That's good. All right, so we also did this DMADV and leverage for decision making, which is your KPI, and your KPI is completely with what is so important. You do your competitor analysis, you want to do a benchmarking, and then you want to check how things are really going to help us with our product, our process, and have also people very important. All the 4 parameters are important when you are setting up KPIs. Also, in Kaizen, it is so important for us to celebrate small wins and quick wins as well. Only then everybody will be motivated to do more of Kaizen. And very important is data driven. Like I said, your Six Sigma is completely data driven. So we say in God we believe, all others bring data. So if you're not God, we don't believe, right? So statistical in nature. So when it is statistical in nature, you need to have numbers, you need to have control, dashboards, organizational integration. Everybody should be able to see the numbers. That is very important, right? And you have already seen all this, how Toyota works on this, how your Motorola, GE, all of them work on Lean Six Sigma, and multiple industries that work at that level, which is extremely important, right? So the best way that you will do is first, don't try with Six Sigma. First, try with small wins, Kaizen, 5S, Poka-yoke, and all of that, where theory can teach you in detail, right? In the class, the yellow belt or green belt and black belt. And then with the small wins, then you go for a lean process or a lean project, which is reducing waste. And after reducing waste, you want to increase the quality, you want to increase the accuracy, you want to increase the safety with Six Sigma, right? And that is how you make a Six Sigma culture. So with the Six Sigma culture, sometimes it can take anywhere from 3 to 5 years, but that is how strategy also works. But if you don't start it now, then it can even take more time, right? So it is so important that we do all of this. So to summarize it, let me tell you that first we all have to start with a strategy, with a vision, mission, planning, execution. And then it is important to see what are we going to improve cost or reduce cost. If you want to reduce cost, use lean. If you want to improve the quality, Six Sigma, right? And we saw what is lean and what is Six Sigma and how different it is, but yet it combines with one another and it complements each other. And then we saw how Kaizen works. Anything that makes you easier, better, faster, cheaper, and safer is a successful Kaizen. Otherwise, it is not. Even if it is one of them is okay, that's fine. We also learned what is an SQDC model, right? By Dr. Rimaki. And we saw that we don't have to do bigger projects. While doing bigger projects, also look for small wins because there is disruptive innovation daily, right? We also saw this tree that most of it is killed here. If you see, most of it is already killed here. So you're already doing a lot of improvements here, right? So 5S, Poka-yoke, and SMED are some of the basic tools, but you have many tools in Lean, many tools in Six Sigma that you can use, right? Small things like this. And here we saw.
A question.
Yes.
The question, Doctor, how to do the difference, or how to know that for this type of problem, I will use a lean tools, a simple lean tools. For the other one, I will use a Six Sigma tools or DMAIC or statistical tools. Which type of problem should I use this other one? That is the first question. The other question is, when I want to use a DMAIC project or a Six Sigma project or Six Sigma tools, what type of project goes to yellow belt? Which one goes to green belt? And which one goes to black belt or master black belt?
Yeah. So when you are doing a yellow belt, it could just be anything like simple project, which doesn't have any number, no money, nothing like that. So simple can go like a Kaizen. Even green belt is up to 1 million. If anything is up to 1 million, it could be time up to $1 million.
$1 million. I mean,
$1 million.
$1 million. I mean,
yes, $1 million.
It's a huge money here. It's a huge money here.
Yes, yes. And anything which is like, it could also be like 1 million to 10 million also. But beyond 10 million these days, it has to be black belt, beyond 10 million. Beyond 10
But
million.
That one, for example, is for the whole project, for example, for a project for 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, 3 to 6 months. But now today's world, nobody wants to wait, right? If you do a 1-year project, imagine in 1-year project what all comes in, right? In AI, so many things are coming in AI. So you don't want to waste your time for 1 year. You want to do quick wins, like 4 to 6 months is good enough these days. Before 5 years, it was okay, but not now. It has to be within like 4 months, 6 months, 9 months is better for safety. Otherwise, AI is changing daily, right? That's why we don't want to give a lot of time.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
What is the importance of, we used to receive some questions like, what is the process to become a master black belt, for example?
Yeah. So the process to become a master black belt is when you are doing some projects already in black belt, and you're also mentoring a lot of black belt projects, then you can become a master black belt, right? And you also working with the C team. You work with the C team, which is your strategic team, your C team, CEO, CFO, CXO. When you work with all of them, then it becomes easy for you to become a master black belt. And master black belt is more from a strategic perspective, not from Six Sigma tools and techniques. It is more about industry standard, competitor analysis, and how the competition works. And based on that, it helps.
Okay. Another question also, based on your proper understanding, actually, for example, a lot of companies or majority of companies are talking about operational excellence. What is, and there is not a standardized definition of operational excellence. What is your understanding or your definition of operational excellence and the link you do with Lean Six Sigma?
Definition of what, sorry?
What is the understanding and the definition of operational excellence and the link you do with Lean Six Sigma?
Yeah. So when you have operational excellence, you want to excel in four ways. You want to see customer satisfaction, right? Which is your VOC. You want to see finance management because money is important. You want to see process because the processes has to be aligned. And the last one is employee satisfaction. These 4 things come under operational excellence, and you have tools and techniques in Lean Six Sigma to do all the 4 things. Got it? Yeah,
but you have other consultancy firms who are using other pillars. But maybe the pillar also depends on the proper specific domain of companies. For example, you can have companies who will prioritize pillars like human potential, pillars like purchasing, for example. I wanted also to know if there are some standardization in that field. Is there a standard to define what is exactly operational excellence? Is there already a standard?
What standard, sorry?
Is there already a standardized definition of operational excellence?
Operational excellence, no. If you chat GPT, if you Google what is operational excellence, you will get so many different definitions of operational excellence, right? So you want to see, are you doing a PEX? PEX is process excellence, right? Are you doing OPEX? OPEX is operational excellence. Are you doing a BEX, BEX, business excellence, right? So you want to break it down to all these different excellence departments, and then you want to improve. Business excellence, BEX. Operational excellence, OPEX. Process excellence, PEX.
But now, for example, as a consultant, how can you advise a company who want to go to operational excellence and don't know exactly what is it? Yeah, because so you want to go there just because the company heard about other competitors who are doing it, who are going to it, And what advice, because at some time I have those type of questions, I'm a little confused. Which type of approach I can suggest for company? Should I need to do a copy and paste from elsewhere? You understand?
Yeah.
It's a little difficult.
Right. So in operational excellence, because operational excellence, you should say it is ongoing. You cannot have the same strategy every year. Every year you have to change the strategy. And for changing the strategy, you have to do competitor analysis because your competition is changing every time. Your customer expectation is changing every year, right? And your price has to change every time. Your features and benefits of your product has to change every time, right? So that is why your operational excellence have a holistic picture of everything. So you need to tell them for everything, you have to have operational excellence altogether.
Okay.
Everything, right? Process, employees are important, customers are important, finance management is important. And for that, operational excellence takes care of everything together.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
I hope that was a good discussion, and then you can take it over theory. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Est-ce que vous avez encore des questions? Il y a encore une incompréhension? Quelqu'un aimerait comprendre encore quelque chose sur les étapes pour démarrer un projet? Six Sigma, une démarche Lean Six Sigma pour améliorer les processus de l'entreprise. C'est de ce dont nous discutons avec coach Anita Stalin, où elle nous donne quelques clés, quelques tips, quelques insights pour pouvoir démarrer nos projets d'amélioration continue dans une optique d'excellence opérationnelle. So if there is a question again, Dr. Anita Stalin is there to answer. Maintenant, s'il n'y a pas de questions, aussi nous annonçons également pour ceux qui poursuivront qui souhaiteraient aller en détail, c'est que nous avons des sessions pour des trainings Yellow Belt et Green Belt. Yellow Belt pour le mois d'octobre qui vient et Green Belt pour le mois de novembre qui arrive. Et aussi des sessions en anglais parce que nous recevons de plus en plus de demandes pour le public anglophone pour des sessions de formation en anglais. Donc nous prévoyons des sessions dans les mois qui arrivent pour le public anglophone. So I will just also communicating about our coming training sessions, Yellow Belt and Green Belt, in French in October for Yellow Belt and in Green Belt in November. And also, as we are receiving more and more requests to organize trainings in English, so now we are thinking to organize courses in English in the coming month, depending on the interest, the formal interest from in the coming months. Je vois qu'il y a de nouvelles personnes qui sont en train de nous rejoindre, qui sont un peu en retard. Là, nous sommes déjà en train de conclure pour notre webinaire avec coach Anita Stalin, qui nous a entretenu un peu sur les clés et les étapes pour pouvoir dérouler des initiatives Lean Six Sigma pour viser l'excellence opérationnelle de l'organisation. Coach Anita, I have another question. For example, as for us in our environment, we are not a well-matured environment on business excellence.
Yeah.
How are we, sometimes we face some difficulties to sensibilize companies and engage them on the processes of the journey. What can be your advice? What do you think we should advise them to start with? Should they start with just building continuous improvement or some quick wins exercises? Or they should start about empower, how can I call it? Just empower them, on sensibilize them on continuous improvement, on best practices, and what can be the steps you can advise for an environment not yet well mature on those
First thing,
when they are in Europe, they are in mature environment. When you talk about continuous improvement, everybody knows it.
Right. So first they should start with Tim Woods. They should always start with Tim Woods. Remember Tim Woods waste, isn't it? Transportation waste, inventory waste, waiting waste, overproduction, overprocessing, defect. First they should identify the waste. When they identify the waste, then they try to remove the waste. That is the first thing that they should do. Then they can go for quick wins. Then they can go for Kaizen with all of this, then Lean, then Six Sigma. But first is identify waste, because identifying waste is so easy, right? So first you remove all the waste, then you can improve the quality. That's the first. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you may just want to talk about your upcoming opportunity as well for them to join. Okay. And then like I had a hard stop now, so I will take a leave from everybody. But yes,
Okay.
Thierry, you could definitely
Ok.
continue.
D'accord. Nous sommes donc arrivés au terme de notre webinaire. Donc, nous disons, we just say thank you to Dr. Anita Stalin for the time, of the presentation. Et nous espérons que tout le monde, and we hope that everybody has a global understanding of the topics. And the replay will be available maybe this evening or tomorrow, and we send it to you for all those who registered to the webinar. Thank you everyone for your time, and see you again in the future for other webinars or activities. Thank you, Coach Anita.
Yes, all that we have, drawn here, whatever we drew here, I'm going to make put everything here, and I will send it to you. Okay, all that I have drawn here, I'll take a screenshot and I'll put it in the Word for you, and I will mail it to you so you can mail it to everybody. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will share it to everybody. Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye, Coach Anita.
Yes, thank you.